Hey guys, Rich here, Rich's Custom Marine and Auto. So today we're going to be working on this hydraulic actuator. This is actually off of our log splitter we bought from a gentleman a couple years ago, and he built this thing himself. So the issue we were having is when you would try and advance the cylinder to split the log, the engine would barely take a load and it just wouldn't split. So I put my ear down close to the cylinder when it was doing that, and I could hear like a hissing sound. And what that means is that it's bypassing the seals. So we got it all apart, and the seals, I don't have them anymore, but the seals were just trashed in this thing. So this is the end cap piece. It's actually in pretty good shape. Everything's actually in really good shape. Well, actually, you can kind of see inside of there a little bit, parts of the seal. The folks at the seal shop, the hydraulic shop, said that this is a case. Basically, they think this cylinder probably came off of an old backhoe, and they said it's a very, very good actuator, and there should always be seals available to rebuild this. So cost me just over $40 for this bag of seals, which I thought was very, very fair. I was kind of expecting almost double that. And some of you might be thinking, why not just replace the actuator? Well, to replace this one would be between $350 and $400, and if I can do it for just over $40 and a little couple bucks worth of brake clean, then that's obviously a way better way to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get these parts cleaned up off camera. I'm just going to use a light bristle brush and some brake cleaner and then compressed air. And you guys don't need to see how to do that. You're all over that. And then when I come back, though, we'll start putting all the new seals on and all that. All right, so we got our parts all cleaned up here. Let's go like so. This is a little different stack up than what it had. It had this rubbery plastic deal that was about like this, but it had an O-ring groove in one side with an O-ring, but I believe this is the upgrade. So I don't know if you can tell on these, but there's a little bit of an angle to them. So what I'm going to do is take the lip, and that's going to go back. And then we'll slide these on here. Like so. Now the reason that I went that way is the piston goes in here, so your fluid's going to hit this side and push the piston, and these lips should seal up. Alright, so I'm going to pause right there because I need to get a little bit of hydraulic fluid, and I'm probably going to take those back off and dip them and put them back on. Alright, now we're going to take this guy and put some hydraulic fluid on it. And then it goes on here. Alright, so that's what we're set up with. So now this would be ready to go back in the housing. Okay, so we'll set that aside. Now we'll take this end cap, and we've got a few things to do here. So there's a bushing in there, which that bushing actually still looks really good. So we've got a really pliable seal here, and this seal needs to go, let's see if I can, needs to go in that groove down inside of there. And then this seal goes this way, which you would think would be upside down, but it goes right there. So now they told me to make sure these go back to back. Like so. Alright, so we'll get a good amount of hydraulic fluid on this. This one points down, so we just gotta kind of work on getting it squeezed in there. Alright, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show that, but once you get it just right, it'll actually pop right in there, like the folks said. Okay, so now we'll put this one in, and like they said, in what looks like upside down, but it's not. Okay, we just got a little seal driver here. Okay, and looking at it, it needs to go down just a little bit further. So let me go grab a different seal driver. Alright, so that's got everything seated in there now. Okay, so we're ready to go ahead and put our O-ring on here. And it's got a new, I'll call it a backer ring. check the width here. All right, so now we've got that in there. So something I have not done is I still need to clean the cylinder body out and clean the piston off. So I'll go do that and then we'll put this thing back together. All right, so the housing's all clean. I've gone ahead, and I'll do it again, put a little more hydraulic fluid on here. We'll go ahead and get this guy started. Nice. I like that freaking, those new seals are nice. Alright, now we'll take our piston that we built up before. This thing has a recess, and that recess will go over the piston here. Slides right on like so. And then we've got our bolt. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll wipe this down again, and then we'll start feeding it into the tube. All right. Got it down in there. So now we can get this started. Okay, and so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I built a tool. Obviously just a piece of scrap I've had laying around, but put some bolts in it, cut this out to clear the piston, and I'll probably put this back up in the vise. You can see I've got a nice towel there to make sure that it doesn't get damaged, and I'll just run that the rest of the way in and get it torqued down. Alright guys, so got the actuator back on there. This is our homemade splitter. I did put the Predator on it because the GX160 that was on there had some issues, and I got some parts on order to go ahead and fix that. But I'll insert a video here. I have run this. And it works great. Matter of fact, this file you can see right here is from testing it. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if that's something you want to do to help support our channel. And we'll see you in the next one.